Yeah. They mad, they hate me and irritated. Wow. Close your mouth, you can't save it without a doubt. Yeah. You won't claim it, you is a slouch. Live in your mom's basement. They mad, they hate me and irritated. Stop complaining, stop back chasing. Can't wait for it, you gotta take it. If you don't, you won't make it.
What it do is your boy Lifeline Brazil bringing two GOAT message. We got Benny Blanco in the building. What up, B?
What's going on, man? Just living life.
Facts, man. I ain't seen you. When I seen you last time we spoke, it was 3-2, man. So a lot that went on. But before we get into all that, you went out of town. You missed the recording yesterday, and the final starts tomorrow. So hopefully I have this edit and everything to drop tomorrow. But how was the trip?
Good trip. Touchdown in Kentucky, but we landed in Cincinnati. Got to see Cincinnati. Small town, but it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? I like small towns. Sometimes, even though I'm a New Yorker, sometimes you get tired of the big shit. Too much. You need to tone. We needed to tone it down a little bit. But it was nice. I saw where the Bengals play. We went on this bridge. I forgot the name of the bridge, but it's a famous bridge, and it was cool. It was nice.
That's what's up. So who graduated?
Carlos' son, Christian.
Or from what, high school or college?
From high school. So
that's what's up.
And he graduated with honors. He's a smart kid.
That's what's up, man. It's good being smart out here, because these YNs or NYs or whatever they is, they crashing out right now, boy.
Yeah.
It's all right to be smart, but that's what's up. We got so much ahead right now. I didn't really hit you too much with the Thibodeau, but we're gonna start with the Thibodeau. How you feel about Thibodeau being fired?
Well, hold up, because like we said, we didn't even speak because I was in Kentucky. You want to rewind back? I need your feedback on that last elimination game.
Okay.
Before we get to Tibbs.
Okay. With the elimination game, I mean, I just felt like we ran out of gas. I felt like we ran out of gas, and Indiana depth got the best of us again, because our bench didn't score 25 points or plus. So even with Josh Hart going to the bench, he wasn't that productive, No. And Indiana guys, they just outbeat us. It's just they got too many guys averaging over like 8 points. That's why I said I'm proud of the Knicks. Right. I'm proud of them. Like I told Sam yesterday when we did the recording, I'm proud of them. We didn't expect to really go this far, and then we fought. We could have lost 5 or 4-1. I mean, we shouldn't have lost the first 2 games, but it happens. But we still fought back. So we fought. So I can't be mad. I mean, it's a couple of things I want to address. You wasn't here, so I'm gonna say it again. But like Cat feet, I think we need to do something with his lower extremities. They need to get a doctor to make him some special socks, special soles, something. Like I'm dead serious, because I got some compression socks made, and I got some soles made, right? And my feet, and it kind of fixed my whole my sciatic back and all that type stuff. It kind of hit everything, because all your body, your body parts is connected. So with Cat, and then we just got to get back to the drawing board with everything. That's our Jamaica shirt, because we on vacation right now. The season's over, man. Yeah. The season's
over. Jamaica's a good spot too. You know what I'm saying? Get out there. Have some, smoke some nice Bob Marley, reflect on the season, and recharge and come back.
Yeah. And then be easy on the brownies, though. The brownies ain't like American brownies.
No, be careful with those. Those will take you places too.
For sure. But what you felt about Game 6?
I obviously disappointed. We lost the series when we lost game 1. And what he did in game 6 is what he had to do in game 1, and we wouldn't be in that predicament, which was play Shamit, play right. The guards off the bench was making such an impact on their game that it was just throwing them off, and we would go on runs just by having them out there. But he started doing it too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it hurt us. It hurt us. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, listen, 2 games away from the finals, you can't realistically look at it as a disappointment. You just can't.
Yeah, and that's why I did, and that's why I did, and I could take shots at Brunson. I ain't feel like he shot enough. You know, he shot like 18 shots. Like I think like 3 of the starters shot about 18 times. 17, 18 times. So the ball was evenly distributed. Cat, I felt like he need to watch this conference finals. He need to watch it, and he need to see all the dumb plays he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like even on offense, when he's trying to drive, he grabbing arms. Like, bro, focus on the shot. So and we playing defense, he grabbing jerseys, doing this. It's like,
not discipline. Not discipline.
Yeah. And
Come on.
Yeah, so it was a lot of things that they need to clean up. And this is the first year playing with Cat, and this is the first year seeing Cat in this position. So I don't know who the vocal leader. I don't know if it's Brunson. Like if PJ Tucker was playing, he probably could have got in Cat ear a little bit, like, yo, bro, like ease up, tighten up, or whatever. Don't play defense or whatever. But when you on offense, focus on making a shot, not making the refs make a call. What a foul, but focus on making a shot. But he was trying to create stuff, and he was putting himself out the game, and he was too needed. Like I told Sev yesterday, that when you look at the averages, right? Cat averaged 24.8 and 12 rebounds. Siakam averaged 24.8. So, and Brunson averaged, we had the top 2 leading scorers in the series. It's just that our bench, we after Josh Hart, it was a crazy drop off. And really after Bridges, because Bridges averaged 15 and Josh Hart probably averaged 8. So from Bridges to Josh Hart, it wasn't like he averaged 12 or 10 or, and then after that, it was downhill after that. So right now, if go ahead.
And that has to go on the coach. That has to go on Tibbs. And might as well. We at that point, you know what I'm saying? They made the decision. And how do I feel about it? I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, it's like, listen, I watch every game. You know what I'm saying? And what I kept saying, yo, you have to be more creative on offense, man. It's too robotic. Like the ball movement is non-existent. There's no ball movement. You know what I'm saying? It's just Brunson or Cat, and everybody get out the way, and it's just too. If it wasn't for Mitchell Robinson's offensive rebound, we would probably get blown out every game. On the real.
So let me ask you this. Who you want to win the finals? And I'm going to ask you this question. I asked Seb this question. I said who he thought one's going to win. And the only reason I'm saying this because sometimes when I played basketball, right, the team that beat me, I wanted them to win. And the only reason because if they lose, then I felt like we could have won.
Right. I knew it. I knew exactly where you was going with that.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yes. And I get it. So, and I was actually thinking about that while Indiana's beating us and watching them celebrate and all that shit, sitting there taking it all in, taking it on like a fucking man. I'm like, do I really want this team to win? And then thinking about it, well, I said it. I said, well, if they win, at least we lost to the best team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one way to look at it. But oh man, yo, I don't think I'm gonna watch it, man. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I can't watch it.
Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. You know, after this, let me tell you something. You know, me and my crazy analogies, right? You know, like watching this finals is like knowing you're gonna break up with your lady, but you still got a few more times to get it in before one of y'all leave the house. And that's how I look at it right here. Because after this series, there's no more basketball. There's
Oh,
no more
I know.
basketball. So,
Listen, I know how summer is. It's long summers, man. It's long summers.
yes, I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't got a dog in the fight. I might not like who win or whatever. I mean, I'm rooting for OKC, but then the other side of me is like, if Indiana beat them, then people, you know, they might be like, damn, did we fire Tibbs without really a cause? Because maybe Indiana was just destined to win this year. Because the thing about it is this though. Well, we'll get on that because I'm gonna let you get all the Knicks stuff out of you. So let me ask you this: what do you think the Knicks need to do next year?
Listen, even with Tibbs' system, which with the offense was just atrocious. There was like, there's no ball movement. It's just either Town or Brunson. We made it to the conference finals, but you know he's a defensive oriented coach. I keep asking, are we gonna win with Town playing defense the way he's playing defense? Because I can't see, like, how do you hide that? Every single team from the first series against Detroit to Boston to Indiana, the whole game plan was attack Towns in the pick and roll. And we were getting hammered. So what are we going to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Before Tibbs got fired, he said it's going to be a big off season. That's him thinking he's still the coach.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing right now because but it's not just him. It's Brunson too. Your
Yes.
best two players is
Yes.
defensive liabilities.
Yes. Correct.
You know, your
Correct.
best two players is defensive liability. I was watching First Take, or I was listening to it on my podcast while I was at work today. I was listening to it today, and one of the guys said that Towns for the Eastern Conference Finals, he had one block the whole series. In 6 games, he had one block.
Horrible. Horrible. That means he's not in position to help. He's never in position to help. If anything, the whole team has to adjust and try to help him out consistently. I don't know if you saw the little feud with OG and him on the bench,
Yeah.
and then Brunson had to step in. But again, it's the same shit with Brunson. Everybody got to help. That's why you asked me what we need. We need exactly what he put in. Dwayne Wright, this dude is washed up, but he gave us great minutes. And
Yeah.
what did it? His defense. When he was in the game, Indiana was like, what are we doing?
Why you say he washed up like he on 18th season or something?
I don't know how, isn't he like a vet?
I don't, but I'm just saying, you said he washed up, though. It's just funny to me, man.
Yo, this dude is like, we just picked him up last minute. Yo, this dude was like, I don't know, packing bags somewhere. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
But he's bounced around the league. But yo, he played good defense. I was very impressed with his defense. Shamit, I always liked Shamit, but he got hurt. But then when he came back, he was available, and yo, Tibbs needed to use it. This is my whole thing. We lost the series in game 1 because we had all types of leads in the fourth quarter, right? To that point, Tibbs still was not using Shamet, still wasn't using Wright, still wasn't hardly using Deuce, and was not using Achua at that point. And what happened to that game? Like you said earlier, just ran out of gas and let these guys just climb in, and the series was lost in game one, my opinion. Now, if Tibbs would have been smart, he would have put these defensive guys in. You think he would have hit all those 3-pointers in the fourth quarter? Doubt it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he definitely throws more bodies at him. I just felt like the urgency in game one wasn't to stop him. And I felt like the Knicks wasn't trying to win. They was trying not to lose. And sometimes when you're doing that, you already got Brunson that dribble heavy anyway. But then when you're trying to run the clock down, now you overpassing and super turning over because nobody's being aggressive. And now you're relying on Brunson. It's like, here goes Superman again. Let's back up and give Superman some space. Brunson was burnt out because he was playing so much.
Yep.
So I get what you're saying. So now let's get to Thibodeau. We could bounce back to the Knicks. We could keep it a whole Knicks joint since you got a lot to talk about. But let's get to Thibodeau real quick.
Okay.
How do you feel about his firing?
I was watching the game with Los. We was at his crib and we watching it. And the game was over and we're like, oh, fuck, you know what I'm saying? We're all mad and shit. He all emotional and shit. I had to slap him up a little bit, but it's all good. And I said, damn, son, Tibbs is out. I just had this gut feeling that he was out. And it was due to overplaying the players and lack of creativity. He's a hell of a coach. Don't listen. Before Tibbs, we barely made the playoffs. Tibbs got on, and we made the playoffs. 50 win season. The guy's a hell of a coach, but I truly believe he does overwork them.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the main thing why I spoke on Tibbs, and I didn't speak on Tibbs. I spoke on the Knicks itself. Like I didn't speak on Tibbs like what he done, but 4 out of 5 years playoffs. The first year he didn't make the playoffs. Every year after that, the playoffs.
Exactly.
Second round exit, and then Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
And like you said, we wasn't even relevant before Tibbs came here.
Correct.
So I understand it, but I felt like this year was a testament of with all the talent you got. With all the talent you got, they just expected more. And I'm thinking if he would have lost against Boston, he might still have a job.
Right. Because you beat Boston, which was unexpected. Now the expectation just went skyrocket again.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible that beating Boston was like the Knicks chip?
Oh, shit. Nah, man. Listen, you play ball. You out there, you want to win every game. I don't see what the hell. It's mad confusing why we losing to the Pacers. I'm gonna give them credit. They got good players, but still, the talent we have, if it's utilized correctly, there's no way. I mean, I like the fact that he finally put Mitch in the starting lineup, and that made that we didn't get hurt with that. I don't think we got hurt there. You know what I'm saying? It's just Towns' defense is atrocious, done. It's just
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just in this series, I spoke on it. They had 8 players with over 8 points, and really 7 players with over 9 points. So therefore, everybody's contributing.
Right.
On the Knicks roster, you didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
You have 5 guys contributing over 8 points.
Right.
And the sad thing about it, the fifth, the fifth guy, excuse me, the fifth guy was Josh Hart. So it's really
Right.
after the starters, that's where the drop off was.
Well, Josh Hart admitted it. You know, it's on him. He had a horrible series, and he did. He had a horrible series. I don't know what the hell was going on with him. Bridges in the eliminating game, what you gave me 15 or 17 points is what he ended up with. That's not gonna do it in an eliminating game.
But I think Brunson, I don't think Brunson had no good game either.
No, but he's getting all the pressure. That's why I need whoever's, I need that number 2 guy to not look for nobody and do your thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart with the turnovers, every single turnover was because he was looking to overpass instead of shooting the goddamn basketball. And they knew it. The Pacers smelled it on him. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, he ain't looking to shoot. Lay off him. Turnovers.
So they smelt it on him?
They smelt it on him.
Mm. That's funny because I'm looking at the game 6 game right here. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I'm gonna pull it
Yeah,
up.
man. But it hurts, but I'm still listen, I'm already like, who's the best fit as coach? And I know it's not gonna happen. And you know what my first choice is Mark Action Jackson, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeff Van Gundy is interested, but I would be okay with Jeff Van Gundy, believe it or not. I will be okay with Jeff. And the other one is the one that was already with us, and he's about to take the job out in Phoenix. Bryant, something Bryant.
Mm.
But he's a finalist for the Phoenix job, but he hasn't accepted yet. I like him too. He was with us, and he had a tremendous impact on Donovan Mitchell's success, making the jump. So he's a good coach. Young.
Let me ask you a question though. Do you feel like the coach is the answer? Because when you was talking earlier, you was speaking on the players' lack of defense and the players' lack of shooting and the players' lack of playing. So do you really feel like a coach is gonna make the difference, or you put these players accountable, like for what the output they put out? Like Josh
Um,
Hart saying he had a terrible series, yes, but I think some other players need to step up and
yeah.
understand, and I just want to know, do you think a coach is the answer, or the roster or the scheme? Because it seemed like to me you done with Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay. So in order for it to work, and you got to have a basketball mind, but we all play ball, and we all played with guys that were really good defensively, and we all played with guys that you knew they were going to get burnt. So you have to like be ready to help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks right now got 2 guys kind of like that, Brunson and Towns. So if you're a good enough coach that you can utilize their offense. Because now, okay, fine, you're giving up buckets on this end, but you know what? They need to be unstoppable on offense. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't really happening either. But who's the best coach to hide and Tibbs is just, this is the way we play. You could do it or not. And we just getting burned.
Yeah, Seb said Tibbs is stubborn. It was funny. Seb was going so hard. He act like he played pool with him or something. He was like, yo, Tibbs is stubborn in the game and in real life. I'm like, yo, what, you was in the elevator with him or something? Like how you know that?
Yeah.
Like,
No
you don't
doubt,
cut his
but
grass. He a neighbor. He won't cut his grass. Like, what are you talking about? You talking about stubborn in real life too.
He ain't lying. And you know what I'm saying? That's why towards the end, he had no choice because he was getting so much heat, and he played shaman and he played right. And these guys did, man, listen, they did a great job.
So maybe Tibbs booked the early vacation. You know, maybe he booked a family vacation and his wife was in his bed. Because maybe when he got to the Celtics, he didn't think they was gonna win. So he got to Indiana. He was like, damn, like I'm on day 4. We still on game 5. Like, what are we doing? Like, I missed 4 days of my vacation. I don't know. But I just know that what Tibbs need to do, well, not what he need to do, but what the Knicks need to do, I'm excited. I didn't really like the Tibbs firing.
Right.
Then again, I did like it. But then again, I'm kind of sad and happy at the same time because now I don't know what's the unknown. Like, what guys we gonna get, and we should be able to make the playoffs no matter what coach it is.
Right.
Are we gonna do anything when we make it to the playoffs? That's
right. Right. Well, that's where the problem lays. Do we stay put with what we got and get some guys for the bench, fix the bench problem, stay with what we have, or do you go after Giannis? You know, if you do, you're gonna involve Towns. You're gonna involve Bridges, which to me, I really don't care. But anyway,
get rid of Bridges.
Yo, yes, I will get rid of Bridges. Yes.
Okay.
I will get rid of Bridges. Yes, to get Giannis, and Giannis is a guy that impacts the game without scoring. You know what I'm saying? These are rare. You know what I'm saying? He won a championship. And you'll be like, oh, but, he had a good team, blah, 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 blah. Who he had? Middleton? Holiday?
Yeah.
Who he had? He impacted the game without scoring, without being a natural scorer.
Let me ask you a question. You said Mark Jackson.
Yes.
What about, what's the guy name? Did he leave?
Udoka?
They said Udoka, and they said Villanova head coach.
Okay, yes. So that name popped up.
Yeah.
Listen, basketball is basketball. So he's a basketball mind. If he can apply that to the NBA, listen, that's just the unknown right there.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite teams where we had on METICS back then, and you asked me what was my favorite Knicks, and it was the Bomb Squad Knicks back in 80, 89, 90. And you know who was coaching? Rick Pitino, a coach out of the freaking college. You know what I'm saying? So it can.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see. Because right now, I'm surprised that you said you'll give up Bridges. I knew Towns, but I'm just wondering, will Brunson allow, will he sign off on that trade? if they wanted to get rid of Towns. Because the thing about it, Towns, with the proper team that could hide him defensively,
Right.
and with a halfway, like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What's his name? The center, our center, Robinson, Mitch.
Yeah.
He's productive, but in a different type of way.
Correct.
He could score with a rebound, putback, or a lob, but
Right.
after that, he don't have no offensive skills.
Absolutely nothing.
So if you get a center that's halfway decent that can hide cat, like Jared Allen,
Right.
Brooke Lopez, the other Lopez brother, like a guy that could do something. Brooke Lopez had a good offensive game. I think one year he averaged 20 points before. So Brooke Lopez could actually score. He got moves. He could put the ball in the hole. So, but it's just that, and I think that's why Cat flourished so much with Rudy Gobert, because he was able to hide him. Because Rudy Gobert was the defensive guy, so Cat wasn't asked to be that. They brought Cat here and wanted him to be something different, and didn't realize that.
Well, the idea was for Mitch to start and Cat to be like the power forward, the scoring power forward. But Mitch came back he missed almost the entire year. So that plan never really, got off, and they started using it in the playoffs. And to tell you the truth, in the playoffs, we didn't get burnt when they went to that lineup. So maybe that was the plan. And then Josh Hart was supposed to come off the bench. He wasn't supposed to be a starter.
Mm. Okay. Well, let's get to this finals. Right now. We got OKC, which is a powerhouse defensively. We got Indiana, which is a high-scoring offense. They're really the Pacers, really, because they set the pace. So they're really the Pacers. So how many games and why do you feel like it would go that length?
I'm gonna say OKC either sweeps or in 5.
Wow. Why sweep? Because that's disrespectful. And the reason that's disrespectful because Sam said a gentleman sweep too. He said 5 games too.
Okay.
I'm thinking 6 or 7, but to be honest with you, I think Indiana got a puncher's chance because OKC is top heavy. Down the line after the homeroom, they're top heavy. So homeroom averaged 18. The next guy in the last series they just played was 7. So it's 11 points between the third guy and the fourth guy. And then it keep going down after that. So right now we know it's matchups make fights. So of course, the Minnesota ain't the Knicks, and the Knicks ain't Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So and OKC ain't, so it's like we don't know what each team is going to do with each other. Mm-hmm. And OKC ain't the Knicks, and Minnesota ain't the Pacers. So really, now we looking at Indiana and OKC. Now we got to see what their matchup is. Now, OKC beat them in the regular season. But we all know that's the regular season. And usually that's when teams know. Right now, OKC might not know how to adjust or even how to strengthen because they won. Usually the team that loses get more things they could figure out. Sometimes you be nonchalant because you already did it. So you just think do the same thing. But they already got a counterpunch. So I just want to know why you say sweep or 5. Do you really think OKC is that dominant? Or you mad about Indiana beating the Knicks?
Well, I'm definitely tight. You know, it's not, you know, so, you know, I'm still trying to get over that, but that's not the reason. Um, like I said, I was talking about Towns' defense. So I'm sitting there. Imagine these guys don't got a Towns to deal with. Everybody's holding their weight on the defensive end. Holgram, he's a good defensive player. I've seen him. He's skinny. Don't let the whole skinny thing get you confused. He can ball. And then I know what Hartenstein can bring and the ferociousness he can bring. So with that, Indiana, I don't see Indiana like what else you gonna do with that? And then, you know, Shea got the advantage on any mismatch there. Um, and the guys, they're role players. I haven't even mentioned Jay Williams. So if Jay Williams has a good game, forget it.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Because I really think that it's gonna go 6. I think it's going to at least go 6. I think Indiana could get 2 wins out. And then, like with Halliburton and Siakam, to be honest with you, you know, Jalen Williams, he really proved to me that he's really a number 2. Holmgren stepped up. So I'm really proud of what they're doing. But I think Siakam played in the finals. You know, he won a championship. So I want to know if that experience is gonna do something, and is these young boys gonna tighten up?
Listen, I think they're gonna shut down Siakam.
Ooh.
And once you shut down Siakam, and you let what Halliburton's gonna do because he's not gonna look to score 50. He's gonna try to get people involved. It's not gonna be enough.
Mm.
Shut down Siakam. That's the key.
Shut down Siakam.
Yep.
So it's not get the ball out of Halliburton hand, slow him down, slow the offense down. You say shut down Siakam and let everybody else eat, and they will lose.
Yep.
Oh,
That's their missing piece. That's their missing piece.
okay, B. Well, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna turn it over to you. I'm out of questions, bro. I'm out of questions. I'm gonna let you talk about what you want to talk about, and we're gonna wrap it up, man. We ain't gonna beat a dead horse. And I'm tired. I'm mad because I took this thing today. It's an African like plant that I ate today to boost my
Mhm.
energy up. I got it from a coworker.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm tired more. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I've never yawned this much. Like doing a show like ever. I'm looking at my eyes. I think my eyes is red. I don't know. I don't know if you
He gave you that good plan. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Don't worry about it, man. And you got the right shirt, the Jamaican shirt, so it kind of matches.
hey, I don't know what it gave me.
Irie.
This is not it. I wasn't supposed to be feeling like this. I was supposed to be, feeling good, get some energy, this, that, and the other. This working backwards right here. This working backwards. But you have something you want to talk about? Since you've been going for a while, you might have seen something going on in the NBA. Let me ask you this. Did you hear about Michael Jordan? Made his comment about he made it on NBC talking about he tired of guys, internet guys. He probably talk about us too with the GOAT metric. Mike, relax. You know what I mean? He said, but he's tired of guys comparing the modern era guys like his 6-0 is flawless, and making the other guys' careers look bad off of using him.
Listen, Mike just trying to fucking be humble on some shit, man. You get out of here, Mike. Listen, you the GOAT, whether you like it or not. All right, you the GOAT, and that's it. And all we doing as fans is always compare, because that's what fans do. So, you know what I'm saying? Mike got his drawers on too tight.
I said this. I didn't say that. You know what I mean? I didn't say that. But I said maybe Mike just, because Seb was like, maybe Mike getting older now, where, he said the younger Mike would have never said nothing like this. You know what I mean? And the funny thing about it, to be honest with you, like this, and I could almost see it, man. And I didn't want to say this because I love Mike, you know what I'm saying? But
I love Mike too.
and they're Mike pettier than me. When they say Mike Petty, they say Mike Petty. You hear me?
Yeah, no doubt.
So I hate to even say this. What you say?
Act Zeke.
Exactly. So in my mind, I felt like, but then after I thought about it, I listened to our podcast yesterday. I'm like, I would listen to what I said, listen to what I'm like, yo, maybe Mike just getting older and he's really getting softer and he really don't like people talking about him in a bad way. Because this is what happens, though, to be honest with you. It's a separation. It's almost like you got to hate one to love the other. And I could almost see the guys who love the newer guys hating Mike, and Mike might get a glimpse of some of that hate. And he like, I didn't play like this to generate hate. I play like this to win. And now I won and y'all still getting mad because it takes away from y'all other guy. I don't know for sure, but as I process and listen to it, because that's the only way I could feel that this is genuine. That's the only way. Because ain't no other way for you to feel like, because you did your part. And they compare, even the great guys compare themselves to other guys.
Right.
So therefore, I didn't understand Mike saying this, because it is what it is. You always gonna be hated or loved. And sometimes when they're trying to love somebody else, they're gonna hate you.
Gonna happen.
Yeah, that's why they say that's my ex.
You know
what I'm saying? It's my boo, and that's my ex. That's
no
my
doubt.
Ex. I can't say that's my boo and it's my boo. Somebody gonna not like it.
No.
So you always got to get the flack. So 6-0, it might not. It is flawless as far as championship. We know you lost in other things, but don't let these guys get in their feelings trying to make what you did not be great, man. It's the standard.
It is. It's not even close, man. It's not even close.
Yeah.
But
what you got to say? What you got to talk about, bro?
It ain't nothing. Like I said, we're gonna see how these finals play out. We're gonna see what coach we're gonna get, how we can improve the roster, and listen, 2 games away from the finals. The next jump is the finals. You just got to go for it.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm excited about it because I really like tomorrow game is gonna set the tone, and I hope Indiana win because I think that will be a testament. Right now, I don't gamble, but I would take the points on Indiana tomorrow if I could do that type of bet. Because we all feel like OKC is better because of the defense, but Indiana has one of them teams where the 2 guys did what they were supposed to do. Siakam and Halliburton. The other guys, nobody else was crazy, but they averaged decent. Because Nembhard wasn't good after the first game. Like the first game, he went crazy. What was it, Neesmith? That was a Neesmith?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neesmith.
Exactly.
He went crazy. And he had little glimmers of that the rest of the series, but he didn't hold that type of pace the rest of the series.
That was it.
But that's what the Knicks didn't have.
Exactly.
Knicks didn't have no player that wasn't supposed. That's why when Josh Hart did what he did, said what he said, like we know, if you would have had one 20-point game, you know,
Yep.
and
And
maybe
like I said, Bridges 15, 17 points. I'm sorry. Maybe that's good on another team. On this team, we need it to be at least 25 or 20. If you give me 20, we're at the borderline. If you give me 25, we win. But
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then. Brunson averaged 30. Towns averaged 24. Uh, OG averaged 17 and Bridges averaged 15. I mean, how, like what they supposed to average? Because by a third and fourth guy, those are good numbers for a third and fourth guy.
that's all right. But it's just the way the game is played. So Brunson is taking most of the shots, but when he's getting double, triple team, you need when that ball swings, I need Bridges to think it's my team now. You're out of the play. It's my team now. Look to score or make a play. No turnovers.
Mm. I got you. I got you. I got you. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, man. If you want to say anything, man, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, man. Especially I got this shirt on, and they might do that over there. You know what I mean? They might do that over there. We're not gonna do that over here.
Nah, it's all good. This is a good session. I think I got it all out.
You got it all out, man. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, you said get rid of Towns and get rid of Bridges. You said, I'll just do the rundown. Towns,
Giannis.
no defense.
I would like to like if they can I don't get heavy into trades because every time I think something's gonna happen, they do the opposite. But if they were to have a team with like, let's say they keep Robinson, Giannis, OG, okay, leave Bridges there and Brunson, I think that's legit.
Yeah. It's gonna be rough with the trade for so I really feel like the Greek freak, I really think that I think Giannis, he really want to be in New York. But with Bridges, I think that trade of Bridges losing all them first round picks, even though we know it was from Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's like the Mets and the Yankees, they don't really try to trade like that, you know? So I get it, but it's just that like our thing was we had so many first round picks,
Right.
and Bridges took over half of them,
Right.
you know?
So you don't think he's holding up his end of the bargain?
Well, I say yeah. The only reason I say yeah because he has so many other good players. Like he can't be the number one guy. He
No.
can't be the number two guy. So he's close to the number third. So sometimes you don't know if it's OG on him.
Let me ask you this question though. Another interesting one I saw because I'm seeing all types of stuff. Um, Apparently, Town's relationship with who's the one in Phoenix, the shooting guard out there. What's his name?
Booker?
Booker. They're really tight, and they're looking to move KD. Would you do that, considering KD's age and he's not the same player. But what do you think about that? If you ask me, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I would do it too. But I want to know who gonna get the rebounds. I mean, you would have to fill in the places.
You got to keep Robinson. You got to keep Robinson. Robinson, KD, OG, Bridges, Brunson.
But I think, to be honest, if that was a real trade, they would have to give us something else because
Yeah,
they would have
definitely.
to, and it's funny because KD demand more than just Towns. But right now, I would do that in a heartbeat. And I would figure out who gonna get the rebounds and stuff like that. We probably could get like a Finney Smith type of guy or some type of guy that could get the rebounds like that because right now we losing 12 rebounds a game.
Right.
You losing 24 points and 12 rebounds a game. That's a
Correct.
lot. That's a lot. You
Correct.
know, now if they gave KD and Jokic, and if they got Bridges back, because Bridges played for Phoenix.
Correct.
So if they gave him Towns and Bridges, and we get KD and Jokic, that would be
Oh, their center, the
yeah,
Jokic. Yeah, I like him. I
yeah,
like him. He's good.
yeah. And that would be something because Robinson, even with however we figure it out, we got two. And Jokic is what is it? Jokic. He's a good. What's his name? Because not Jokic. I
That
don't
is
know. You
who? Giannis?
no well see, but then that leave us out of Giannis. So if we trade KD, that means we out of the Giannis running.
Oh yeah. That's not the. It's either or. I just wanted to throw KD out there because everybody's like Giannis, but they're saying KD's on the move definitely. They don't know what team.
Yeah, that would be a good. I would love to get KD, but I just know you, and you know I might not want to get KD. Nah, because
We'll put it like this. This is what I told my brother. I said, look, if a move like that, hands down, they're going for it next year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because what else are you doing? The longevity with KD is not, that's definitely not going to be there. So if they do a move like that, it's because they be like, with these group of guys at KD, we can do it. And they believe it. That's the only way it's going to happen.
see, but I don't. Only think about it. I don't think scoring was the problem.
No.
I think defense was the problem.
But I think KD is definitely I know KD is a better defender than Towns
I
on
mean,
that pick and
the ball boy is. I mean, what's the point?
roll.
you know. You know.
So that's
That
an advantage, and we already know what he can do on offense. So it's interesting. I saw it, and Towns is going to be like the next guy over there next to Booker, so it kind of works out that way. So I thought it was interesting.
I just think that KD, as much as KD, because he my favorite player. Well, Brunson is now, but KD always been my favorite player for a while since Texas. But I just feel like right now the East is so tough. Like,
Well, listen, that's what they were going to say too. You got to take into effect. Tatum is missing the whole year next year.
yeah, I get
You
it.
know what I'm
I just
saying?
feel like the matchups, because we know KD could score, but I see everybody using him right now. Like Anthony
Mhm.
Edwards showed us about a year or so ago anybody shows when you get real physical with KD, his game is different. And he almost get frustrated when you're being physical with him. That was the word on him and Anthony Davis. Play
Right.
play bully ball with them and their game gets less, you know?
Well, it definitely looked that way.
So I would love KD to be a Knicks. I've been rooting for him to be a Knicks forever, but I just don't know if he still have the impact. And then Cat, if Cat be the one to leave, I'm thinking about them rebounds. Because KD gonna give him scoring. He could give you better scoring than Cat. But now I'm just looking at them rebounds because we know he don't play no defense. So them rebounds, if we could make up for his 12 rebounds, then we good. But that's interesting.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot that to Sam. But I ain't gonna hold it up. I wanted to go over the all defensive team, but things been so hectic out here, and I'm trying to get everything together with the episode that we did yesterday and this episode. I'm trying to get this episode out before the actual finals happen. So we'll see how I do, B. Appreciate
no doubt.
I had the Knicks assist in the building, man. He came back on fire. He done traded everybody. He getting rid of the janitors at the Garden. You know what I mean? He getting rid of everybody at the Garden, man. Yo, this go number 25. This is the Knicks world with the Knicks assist. And he gave a finals prediction. He said 4-1, sweet. I just think he ain't feeling Halliburton on them guys. I don't know if that's his true feeling with it, because then he said he didn't want to watch the finals. So I don't know, man. You go message 25, man. Peace, bro.
Peace.